Another interesting shader is Spline Shader. It means you can create an spline and project the spline as a texture on an object. We can simply add a simple texture material assigned to the object and double click in a color channel, going to the texture in effects, and here we have a spline. The first thing that you face it's a text texture. Going to the spline texture and crank it up. First, I want to turn off the text spline because I want to create my own spline to trace on the object. So close that, and we want to create a simple flower spline here. For if you want to this command doing its jobs well, you have to do these steps. First, we need to editable this spline, then change its axis to exactly the corner of that, because this is the pivot projection. If you have an object, bring the pivot exactly here to the projection doing its jobs well. Okay, for doing that, going to the tool and then axis center. I explained it before. X and Y in a 0, X and Y in a 0, execute, it's come there. So it's now correct. Then with middle mouse click, going to this view and make it smaller to fit the object. It's very important to fit the object. Do these steps to doing your job well. Fit it there, and it's nice. So it does not important. It's exactly on object. Just fit the face of your object. Then going to your material, to the spline, and from here, if you turn the where was that text spline, the spline will be turned off, and you can use text as a spline. But I don't want to use. I want to use my spline here. Click and drag a spline here, and you can see it's trace the spline as a texture on object. Okay, now with the offset and scale, you can play with that. For example, with a scale in X and in a Y. Now you can see our object exactly project from here. And you can offset it, for example, in this direction, and offset it in this direction to make it exactly at the middle. Nice. It's all about the projection of the your object. Okay, going to the, for example, point and change the object, and as you can see, it does not change it at all, because just make sure that you create your spline and after that you project. If you change it, you cannot change the light changing here. Okay, you can see this. Okay. so you can change the offset and scale, and if it does not make the projection well, you can change the projection axis to any direction that you want, but in this case X and Y is nice. It takes time to update. Okay, here if you can change the line width here. We need to Control R to make it better. Line widths, you can make it a thinner if you want. Nice, thinner or thicker. A smooth widths, you can see we haven't sharp edges. You can make it smoother, something like this. Caps, if you turn it off, in the corners it's brick up the spline. If you turn off the cap, you can turn it on. In a background texture, you can add any texture as a background. You can load your image. You can use gradient, noise, colorizer, any other effect that you want. For example, I load an image, no. And as you can see, it's completely background. You can copy, you can clear that, or you can use the line texture, use that bitmap, or you can use another image. Okay, and the texture goes to the inside of your spline. It takes time to update. Nice. From here, you can turn on the fill, and then you can use fill color, and then the fill texture will be turned on. You can load another image or another texture, for example, gradient inside. You can see inside of your spline. Nice. Or instead of your spline, you can use simple text like this. You can type any other text here. Instead of the spline, you can project your text on a texture. You can change the font, you can change alignment, you can change height, edge spacing like this. You can see there. For example, if you have other text from here, you can change with the scale or offset in any direction like this to see better all of the text. You can change the height. Like this. And you can use this as a bump. Offset Y. Coming here. You can assign this because it is in black and white. You can assign this to bump channel. It's in black and white. You can simply go to the color, and in a texture, you can copy shader. We don't need to color. Going to the bump, turn it on, and then paste shader here. And now you can see a simple bump. It's a simple faking color. You can change open the color. And if you want, you can clear this shader from here. And now you can see it's a fake 3D. Bump is that. It's a fake 3D, and you can see you can use this spline as a texture on a object. Interesting. So this shader converting your spline or your text as a texture on your object. That's it.